Hello everybody and welcome to race number 5 of the NNSCRA T-Mobile Cup Series Season 6 as we are here at Mosport, our first road course of the season. Should be interesting to see what will happen nonetheless. Carter Friesen on pole for today's race. Next to him, champion Rob Evans. Third, Angel Navarro. Fourth, Jack Halleck. Fifth, Johnny Gardner. Sixth, William Brock. Seventh, Jonathan Zorlin. Eighth, Zachary Fitzwater. Ninth, Phil Parker. Completing the top 10 is Zach Winkle. Here's the rest of your starting lineup from 11th on back. And as you can see from the lineup, the way how things are shaking up, should be a bit of an interesting race to see how it will go. And on the final row, we have Zach Rogers and Sebastian Kukulon. I believe I have the points set up correctly on here. I should at least. But the way how things are looking at is indeed the case. Michael Norman has the points lead tied with Carson Gum, and then behind them, 23 back, is Kyle Keith. Pollard the third up to fourth. Zachary Fitzwater fell back to fifth. Jack Halleck, after a good run, has jumped up to sixth. Seth Cole, after his win at Chicagoland, jumped up to seventh. Charles Sanford into eighth. Derek Campbell has jumped into the top 10, and Kyle Matthews barely hangs on to the top 10 in that 10th position. And just a real quick other notables here. James Qualls, he had a good run. He jumped up 13 spots up into 12th. Wes McCoy, another bad run for him. He fell back down to 14th there. So not good for him. Navarro and Brock, they gained 7, lost 7. Zach Rogers, jumped up 7 spots. Mitchell Collins jumped up 11 spots. Cole Deaver, a horrible run, lost him 14 positions down to 27th. And Carter Friesen, well, he's just looking for a good run at this point. But a pole today really is going to help out for sure. Hopefully he doesn't blow up or have anything wrong with him there. But without further ado, let's get the command to fire their engines. By the way, Friesen, hometown hero.
Drivers, start your engines.
As the command has been given, as previously mentioned, Carter Friesen, this is his home track. He is a Canadian. I believe he is only Canadian. Actually, he is the only Canadian in the field. And I think a problem may have been ensued for our Atlanta winner, JT Bryant. He's riding the grass. That's indicating he's got a problem. So he's going to come on down pit road, get the towing service. And either he will be out of the race or he is going to be at least one lap down. I'm not sure for the case. But pace car on down. And green flag is out here in Mosport. We do have to keep an eye on this field when we go throughout lap 1 because a lot of carnage can happen, especially within the final 3 turns. Because you never know what can happen. So far, one car kicked up some dust. Everything's seeming to be A-okay. Oh, I spoke too soon because there goes Shelton. Around goes the 9, but she saves it. Oh, but never mind. She goes around. There goes the 0-1. Levi McIntyre. Jesse Turner. And JT Bryant back out and away. And whoa, look out. Look at the 20 of Josh Osborne. Do a little bit of yard work right there. Oh, and look at this gaggle. Oh, boy, that ain't going to be pretty. Jonathan Zorlin just getting freight trained over here. Vince Freeze now trying to make a move on Chris Dollarton in the 88. And Freeze with the preferred line coming off this corner. Whoa, look at how tight they're coming off of this corner right here. We'll definitely keep an eye on this as Carter Friesen enjoying his lead. Navarro has jumped up to second. Oh, wow. Carson Gum with a very aggressive move. Oh, but he's going to get dumped into Cole Deaver. Oh, right in the 26 of Collins there. Wes McCoy again with another hit. Trent Dunham. Adam Garcia. James Qualls. Nathan Hudson. And Gum, that'll be it for him. I told you carnage would come around here today, and it definitely has been showing. That was a little weird. That just happened through my end on the audio. Rob Evans trying to hunt down Angel Navarro for that second position, but they both got to hunt down Carter Friesen, that 66. Keep in mind, as aforementioned, he is dead last in the points. Nothing good for him. Johnny Gardner in the 4th position, and I thought Fitzwater was making an indication of coming down pit road from that 5th position, but stays out. Jack Halleck jumped up to 6th. There's some of the cars you've seen on pit road. At least stationed, rather. Battle possibly for position inside the top 10. William Brock trying to hold on. Zach Winkle trying to take it. And whoa, didn't take that turn well. And it's the rumbles right there. And going to lose out on that battle. There you see Deaver trying to limp as well as Carson Gove. Oh, Zach Rogers on pit road. And look at the damage on Jesse Turner. Derek Hamill also on pit road. Guessing there may have been another incident. But this is helping JT Bryant pass all these cars here. Les McCoy with another bad run for him. So he's going to lose more points. Mitchell Collins, Nathan Hudson, they're catching up to Trent Dunham and Aaron Macklin in the 6th there, who's battling Kev Shear for position, which will take it. And now you see Levi McIntyre trying to pass James Qualls in 19. You see that 19's got a little buckle on the hood. Tiny bit, rather. Not really affecting the car a whole lot, but just enough, though. Joshua Osborne trying to pass Kyle Keith. That's for a big position right there for Osborne. And, oh, Keith. Well, I think he gave him a little bit extra room there. Oh, and problems for Zach Winkle and Charles Sanford as they have crashed off the final corner. Winkle actually continuing as Mitchell Collins is down pit road. McCoy going to stay out. And an issue for the 0-2 car. So much for his good run down the drain. And now Vince Freeze has jumped up into the top 10. Now remember we mentioned in that battle for the points, Michael Norman, Carson Gum, they're tied for the points lead. Well, this is helping Norman's case. Look at Vince Freeze in that 14 trying to go after William Brock for position. We'll see though later on. But Jay Jefferson got a bump from the 88 of Dollarton, and well, Dollarton messed up the corner. He lost the spot to Jonathan Zorl in that 22, and now under fire from Dylan Young and Michael Norman. You see not too far back, Benjamin Miles trying to battle for position right there. Keep an eye on this battle for right now, as this is a really heated exchange, and now the current Florida residents there, Young and Norman. Whoa! Norman gave Young a bump right there, and maybe a little too hard there. Dollarton takes his position back, and now Young trying to hold on from Norman there, but Norman's going to pass Young at the line. But will he clear him is the true question. And Halleck is on pit road with damage. Front and rear. What happened to the 7? McIntyre on down as well. McCoy down. Something must have happened in front of the field. I'm not too sure. But Halleck was inside the top 5 when it happened. I'm not sure who it could have been, but someone. As the lead now has been cut by half here at Mosport. If I were Friesen, I would not want to look back behind that mirror because Angel Navarro's coming. Champion Rob Evans would like to win. Especially the fact that, well, the season's been kind of doing A-okay so far, but a win would probably help that 18 for sure. Gardner not too far behind. That's a teammate, ironic enough, not just of the team, but also of the upcoming season that they're going to be part of, the co-owner. Both the co-owners together there. Zach Winkle now leaving pit road. They may approach Collins and McCoy later on. They stay out. For a minute, I thought I just heard an accident right there. Where is the 0-2? Kyle Matthews on down pit road. Get some service done on his Kellogg Chevrolet, as two is Trent Dunham. Where is the 0-2? We've seen him off pit road. Oh, he's out of the race. Oh, it must have went into a stall. My apologies. I thought he came back out on the course. A nice move by the 20 of Osborne. He passes not only Kyle Keefe, Seth Cole, but Sebastian Kukulon as well. Instead of 2 for 1, how about 3 for 1? Nice move right there. Seeing the intervals there, Carter Friesen is extending his lead little by little over Angel Navarro. He's just trying to hold on, and yikes. Getting pretty antsy over here. Seth Cole in the Jeff Gordon colors right there, trying to get ahead of Kukulon while dealing with the 31 of Andrew Miller, not too far behind. Dunham getting more work on that left side you're seeing there in that Penzo Chevrolet there. And James Qualls trying to go underneath Kyle Keefe for position. Remember, he got involved in that wreck not too long ago. And he's still being able to be in this pack. He's really battling that 93 really, really good. Can't get him too tightly because that's exactly what he's going to do. Oh, and the 2 of Garcia gets involved. Oh, and Shearer plows the 93. Just too tight of racing there. And James Qualls is going to take out a few cars in the process. And wisely, the 2 and the 93, they're going to get out of the way. And Shearer trying to limp on as well. Dunham back out in the course. And these guys are causing issues trying to get back out there. Dylan Young trying to go around RJ Bishop and Benjamin Miles there. This is a really trouble corner right here. It's really, really tight at times. So now Bishop was in the top 10, and now Chris Dollerton is in the top 10. Bishop's been free falling backwards. Adam Flickinger all over his back bumper. According to Zach Flickinger, what he's told me is that he's expected William to run mainly the NRSL series and Adam to run Team Mobile. Even though this is the farewell season, but that is what the plan was, and I don't blame Friesen once again. Up in 9th. And that 96 of Angel Navarro. Catching little by little more, and they're in a battle for 4th. That's Fitzwater and Johnny Gardner. Fitzwater, the Cup champion from last season for the NRSL, now trying to battle Johnny Gardner. Trying to showcase the talent right there. A little contact right there between the 29 and the 15. Fitzwater will take the position. Not a bad road course move right there. Just give it a little bit of a bumper. You don't need to do a whole lot and get the pass. Shearer's called it quits right there. Kyle Keith probably will continue. They're doing extensive work on that left side there. Probably trying to also buff out the rear bumper there. 0.66 at the line between the two. I don't know. I don't think they'll approach Kyle Matthews, but they may approach Mitchell Collins. Now, you know Collins, he's got rear end damage. Those do affect the car quite a bit. But we are also encountering our one and only pit stop for our leaders. If you notice, too, during the time, Trent Dunham, JT Bryant, even though he had an issue, Wes McCoy, Nathan Hudson, Levi McIntyre. Dylan Young's down right now. Same for Sebastian Kukulon, James Qualls. Kyle Keith finally out and away. You know, all these leaders are going to come on down pretty soon. The top 20, I believe, have yet to come down pit road. Yes, we have getting word. It's the top 20. And now, Phil Parker wants to go around Johnny Gardner. I don't know what's up with the 15, but he is free falling to the rear. They need to do an adjustment on that Napa Chevrolet. A little bit of contact right there between the two. And Gardner giving a little bit of a bumper right there. And Fitzwater coming down. He's the only one of the top 5 coming on down. Vince Freeze coming down. Michael Norman coming down. Jonathan Zorlin coming down. Following the third battle with Joshua Osborne. Seth Cole, Andrew Miller, and Aaron Macklin also down. I believe Trent Dunham, let's see, is he on the lead lap? No, he's not. He's a lap down. So when he passes the leaders, this will make him go back on the lead lap. JT Bryant now down. Remember, he had that issue early on today, and luckily he got back out. Wasn't too far back, but now with this pit stop, he really needs to make some ground. And Fitzwater with a very fast pit stop. Vince Freeze going to be behind Trent Dunham, which I have a feeling Dunham's probably going to come down later on, but we'll see what'll happen. In the meantime, though, the top three checked out from 4th place is Parker. Really hope he's going to gain all that ground on pit road. Same for Gardner. William Brock up into 7th. A good run for him. How about the 45? Jay Jefferson there. Not a bad run for him there. Definitely redeemable after what's happened the last couple races, and the leaders are down. Now the question is, will anyone stay out? Dollarton, Benjamin Miles, RJ Bishop, Adam Flickinger, Pollard III, Joshua Osborne, all of them are coming down. Fitzwater knows he really wants that lead. He's going to have to really earn it here. In the meantime, we'll look at this pit road battles. Not a good entry there by William Brock on pit road. That was a very poor entry there. And Friesen out and away. Navarro out and away. Evans 3rd. Parker 4th. Just about the same. Here comes that 29. Dunham staying out. That's a surprise. And look out. Here comes the 29. Trying to slingshot his way around Parker and around Rob Evans. He's got 4th. Will he get 3rd coming off the corner here? He will. Not a bad stop by Fitzwater. He gained a couple spots, but definitely not ahead of Navarro or Friesen. Keith back down. Pit road is the 93. And, oh, Andrew Miller pit road. I think we may have found out the wreck right there. Whoa! Little contact there between Norman and Miles. And they're going to lose some spots right there. More contact. He pushes the 55 off the course. I don't think Norman liked how he got driven right there. So he says, you know what? I already lost the spot, so here, you can lose more. And he is just falling to the rear of the field. Seth Cole now going to go around him. As Pollard III did the same. Now Aaron Macklin trying to do the same thing. The full head of steam. And we'll do so. I don't think Miles is going to be too happy with Norman, vice versa, so. Freeze trying to get around Jay Jefferson for the 8th position. You see right there is that Conseco Pontiac. And 3rd through 5th with a really crazy battle possibly. But look at this there. Navarro's got around. The 66 of Friesen as Fitzwater's jumped to 2nd. You see, Friesen held on at the line, but you see, he lost it. Now Fitzwater trying to take 2nd. And you realize he's doing this quick. He can't do it too long, or otherwise he's going to lose out on that track position. And Friesen now under fire from Trent Dunham. But remember, Dunham's trying to get his lap back, and he's going to play a factor in this. Friesen knows, man. He flat out choked that moment. Battle between teammates, Gardner and Evans. As long as they don't wreck each other, they'll be A-okay. And they'll be A-okay. But Navarro trying to hold off Zachary Fitzwater, Trent Dunham, who's a lap down, and Carter Friesen. And look who's starting to slither his way up here. How about Phil Parker in that 33? That Oakwood Home Chevrolet, that Joe Nemechek color there. Whatever they did to that car's been flying up through the field. And now William Brock going after Rob Evans. Well, I don't know what they did in that pit stop, but that 8 car's not been the same. Wow, the Ford tried to give it a bumper to the 8, and he messed up that entry. I think Brock's not going to be very nice to him after that one. But that allowed Jay Jefferson now to try to make a move for that position. Watch this battle here real quickly. Here's Jefferson trying to get around the 4 of Brock on the corner. And it's allowing Vince Freeze to try to reel them in. That way they can battle. So he's hoping right here they're going to battle a little more. And then it's going to bring in the 14 of Freeze. You can see he's easily reeling in both those drivers. But the top 2 have checked out from Dunham. Is now Freeze, and I guarantee he's probably not going to be happy how he lost that lead. We'll take a look at how he lost in a bit because we're focused on the other battles there that were getting really spicy there. But Angel Navarro in the 96. The McDowell's Ford. Remember, Jesse Turner was in that last season. Had a not bad season, but didn't get a win. Turner moves over to 17. He gets a win there. And here's the 96 out in front. Angel Navarro, car number 96, trying to do the unthinkable, trying to win here. And remember, he's only doing this series as well because obviously he's retired from the Intersol competition. That doesn't mean he can still have fun on his own. Michael Norbert, safe to say, he will be the points leader after this race. So no surprise, he should be A-OK after this one, unless he randomly blows the motor and that points lead is going to get slightly gapped. And now Phil Parker wants third from Carter Friesen. Parker giving a bumper to the 66. Remember, for Friesen, he's dead last in the points. I don't think he really wants to wreck here. But Parker, you can tell he's getting a little extra aggressive. He wants that spot. Gives him a bumper and a bump and run. Look at Johnny Garner sneak his way through there too. Now Garner goes into 4th. Friesen, whatever happened to that 66, he flat out fell apart and he's not going to win this race. But the white flag is about ready to be displayed for Angel Navarro as he is trying to run away from Zachary Fitzwater. We'll see the margin at the line in a bit. But coming off the final turn, we will see the white flag here for Angel Navarro, the McDonald's Ford. White flag, 1 to go. And the gap has decreased there. Fitzwater's got a good road course car right there. But Navarro also knows how to handle these road courses as well. Fitzwater technically is known as a road ringer. But I just don't know if he's going to have enough time. He's got to really make these turns work. But Navarro out in Sunday drive mode. There ain't no way they're going to catch any other slow cars, damaged cars, none of that. Navarro coming down into the carousel right here. Going through the hills. Fitzwater got a really good run on that entry right there. But Navarro took that turn really good. I think that's going to solidify it right there. Especially on the exit of that corner, Navarro is checked out from the 29, and that's going to settle it. Angel Navarro, what a way to kick things off in the NNSCRA T-Mobile Cup Series, especially when we have the road courses here. As here he comes, coming off the final few corners, the McDonald's Ford's going to see victory lane for this season. It'll be none other than Angel Navarro. Checker flag, Navarro wins at Mosport. Fitzwater second. The pit strategy almost worked out, but a good run by him. Parker third. 4th, Gardner. 5th for Friesen. He'll still get a top 5, but I guarantee he wish he would have won. Rob Evans 6th. Jay Jefferson 7th. Vince Freeze, not a bad day for him. He'll come away 8th. William Brock 9th. And surviving a top 10, Chris Dollarton. Nice. So there's your top 10. We'll look at our full replays in a bit. But here are the finishing results. 26 cars lead lap. 27 finished the race with Trent Dunham retiring out of the race. 28 on down, all out of the race, as you will see right here. So that'll do from this portion of the wrecks taking play. Or, well, not the wrecks, but the everything else that was there. So without further ado, let's go take a look at ourselves our wrecks that took play here at Mosport. Now we are going all the way back here for a reason. Watch the 77 of McCoy and the 9 of Shelton. See, the 9 car is going to slip up a bit. The 77 tries to go underneath. Kev Shear's already underneath the 77, so already creating a 3-wide jam here. See, the 77's all over the corner panel of the 9. Now, this is the part where I thought was amazing. They're going to make contact right here. They're going to go into that grass right before, into that carousel there over the hill. And I thought they were going to keep it together right here, because that was actually a really good save. 9 times out of 10, that would not happen. There would have been a wreck already waiting to happen. But the problem with Shelton, she's going back up the course. Definitely fun traffic going way slow. McIntyre just goes right into the corner. Nowhere to go for Kyle Matthews nor Derek Hamill. Seth Cole manages to avoid. But watch Shelton, because we did not see this here, goes into Jesse Turner. And watch the 17 you're going to see right there, that DeWalt Ford. Wow, just absolutely kamikaze right there. Then Levi McIntyre, Derek Hamill, Andrew Miller in the grass. Adam Flickinger in the grass right there. See, Matthews then goes off the course a little bit. Then you see Adam Flickinger, Kyle keep looking. There's there's a wreck waiting to happen. And somehow, like, right there, I thought they were going to wreck just as worse over here. And Adam Flickinger about went around right there, but kept his car together. You see Joshua Osborne just looking. They're about 4 wide coming off the corner. Then thank goodness Flickinger hit the gas. So that would have been bad. Kukulon, you seen even going 3 wide off that turn. Now, this is something I get to say a lot here, and normally I never have said this, but coming off this turn right here, we did not have an incident, especially early on. That was a huge shock, but it didn't happen. So that was the first incident. Let's look at the next one. And an incident off of turn 1 for once. You see a 3 wide between Zorlin, Gum, and Deaver. Deaver's got a little too aggressive coming off that corner. Goes into the 10. Both of them take a good shot to that wall right there. Deaver comes back up the course, though, into Mitchell Collins. Somehow Dylan Young avoids that whole entire incident, as too does Pollard III. You see Trent Dunham getting involved. Wes McCoy. You see Trent Dunham pushing the 3 of Deaver. Then you see James Qualls, Nathan Hudson. Adam Garcia takes a shot to that outside wall right there. And you see Qualls and Hudson just trying to avoid. They do get away damage-free, but remember where they ended up afterwards. So that was a look at that incident. I believe there should be one with R.J. Bishop and Charles Sanford just later on, but as far as the main incident there, that should be it. However, we have gotten word something happened to Rogers in the 40. I'm not quite certain of what happened, but I guess while we're with the 40 right here, let's see what happened. Andrew Miller's behind him. Garcia's ahead of him. Was it off that turn that I suspected? Yep, it was. And Kev Shear was the one that did it. Well, when I thought that no cars hit that final turn, unfortunately, that is a no-no. That happened. And you see Shear goes right into Zach Rogers in that quarter panel. Kev keeps it going. Rogers just slides around in that tire wall right there. And that ends Rogers' day right there. That was a look at that incident. Hopefully at one point, I'm curious to know what happened off the final corner because I was not able to see what happened, but something did. Let's see what our next incident is. Well, right as I say that, good timing right here. But you look, this was a battle that looks like for the, I believe this was the 9th position. Yeah, this was a battle for 9th. Brock is going to come down pit road right here, or at least he made an indication, but it messed up Charles Sanford. They see Zach Winkle make some contact right there. Normally at times they also go outside the course, but both of them keep it together. Just slide off into the grass right there. And that is some very slick grass. It is not easy to drive on. And then right there, Charles Sanford, Zach Winkle, they both hit that tire wall right there. And that's what ultimately kills your car right there. You see Sanford's smokes grenaded on that car. It is done. Winkle tried to continue. He eventually did not. Well, he eventually got going, but ended up retiring out of the race. So that's what happened with them two. Let's take a look at our next incident. Well, you got to feel for Jack Halleck, because this happened just not long ago with those incidents that we were showing. And Phil Parker, you noticed all race, he was being a little over-aggressive, and unfortunately, that is what killed the 33's little momentum a bit. Just go over-aggressive on Jack Halleck in the 7. And around goes the nation's Rent Ford. And into that tire wall, just like what happened with Zach Rogers earlier. So that's what happened with that incident. Well, you normally don't see James Qualls doing a move like this, but just knowing how wacky Mosport is, just sometimes the best of drivers get the best of things, and unfortunately it happened to James Qualls. See right there, he was battling with Kyle Keith for position. You kind of seen him when we were live. Just got a little bit into that corner panel right there, and you know, the cars obviously are Gen 4, they're way different, you know, smaller than the regular car, and you see around goes the 93. Qualls did get a little bit of damage. Adam Garcia just absolutely had nowhere to go. He was hoping the 93 was going to go more low, and the 2 just blasted the 93. You see, kept Shearer, Aaron Macklin trying to avoid Shearer, tried to go to the right. Not enough, goes into the 93. That's what ends all 3 of their days, while James Qualls eventually continued on the race. So that was what happened with that incident. Let's see the next one. And well, for the first time today, we had, well, for today rather, Matthews and Collins. Matthews tried to take out the 26. Just not wanting to deal with him at all, and unfortunately Matthews just didn't do it right. He ends up paying the price as Collins took the worst hit of them all. Hit the front end while Matthews hit the passenger side, and that's what ended their days. And real quick, something happened to Andrew Miller in the 31. Let's see if we can fast forward and see what happened to him, because this is our last incident. Seth lost his positions. Aaron Macklin? Yeah. Wow, that is such a slow slide, too. I've never seen that before. Then again, I don't know if you noticed, too. See, look, he's already on the corner right there. And, I mean, that car is sliding. Look at the speed as you're seeing. It was already going 180. He's actually gaining speed right here, and then he's actually hitting the brake because he knows he's going around. That's not a bad move by the 31. He knew he was going to go around, so he's jamming on the brake. And then he's hoping the car would slow down even more. But then once he got into that grass/sand pit, he was really hoping that car wouldn't hit that tire wall right there. And then you see the 31 Lotus Chevrolet just slide enough and just dump. Now the worst part is that the 31 of Miller is trying to get out of the sand pit. I believe he got stuck. Yep, indeed the case. Well, oh, actually, wait a minute. He tried to go around. Because again, we have not... Oh, that's what happened. Kyle Keith. Oh, the spotter didn't even tell him that the 93 is there. JT Bryant, Dylan Young, they barely avoided it. Oh, wow, I did not even notice that. Wow, because I've seen late word about Miller, and I did not know that happened. Let alone Kyle Keith. I thought he retired out of the race a little bit, like, after the incident he had with Qualls and the other two. But no, not the case. So we can go on board Kyle Keith and see from his view what he was able to see coming off this corner here. On board. See, 31's already wrecked. Yeah, he just tried to come back out on the course. And it was just way too late for Kyle Keith. Let's see if we can look on the rear of the 31. Let's see here. Well, not the rear, but I meant to say the front, but oh well, that just tells you alone, just wasn't paying attention. Just look real quick. don't know why I said the rear. That was kind of... Yeah, see, he's backing up. And the spotter didn't even tell him the 93 was coming. Look, see, that's the last second right there as you're seeing in third speed, rather. And the low Chevrolet, that's what happened right there. I'm sorry, I'm kind of speechless right now. That caught me off guard. But that is a look at what happened. Nonetheless, your winner, though, today, a really big win for Angel Navarro. Here are the rest of, once again, the standings as shown. And out of the race, thank you guys for watching. Like to share, give it a like, comment your thoughts, subscribe part of the channel by hitting that subscribe button down below. As you've been watching production of the NNSCRA offline racing at its best. We'll see you for the next race. Until then, goodbye, everybody.